kaning REAVO is a volunteer group and it sounds very vibrant, it sounds very alive, it sounds very up to date also, right? Akong pangutana ni Ani, if we have a listener out there who wants to be a part of REAVO, unsa man ako?
They can send a message to the REAVO Emergency or
REAVO Cebu Chapter.
REAVO Cebu Chapter in Facebook. They can send a message there, or they can actually message the REAVO Emergency Operations Center. So if you're part of the GC already, you can message that. Our operators are monitoring it 24/7, and they will get your contact info. They will actually send it to us, and then we will process. Somebody will get in touch with you.
Yes.
And we'll brief you.
We have a process for volunteers, and we really would like to invite more professionals no matter what industry you're in. We currently have professionals, teachers, we have doctors, and even BPO industry professionals, because you don't have to have medical background to volunteer. Your expertise will go a long way if you volunteer with us, not for us, but with us.
Okay. So we have a lot of professionals listening to us right now, and maybe listening or watching this video later on, right? Because this is on social media. We're live on YouTube, on Facebook, and also on are you on TikTok? TikTok as well. So natin mga TikTokers po diya, Ma'am Jen, Sir Jed. Akong pangutana siguro niya is, why should I volunteer? Why should I volunteer? I'm a professional. I have already, I've work to do and all of that stuff, and I barely have time for my family, and why should I volunteer?
It's all about people helping people, right? It's easy for us to blame the government if they are not able to perform and do everything. But ang pangutan na, what have you done for your fellow countrymen and even the community that you're in? So I have to be honest with you. Volunteerism is not for everybody. There are just people who just will not fit in this world. And like what they said, this calling is very unique. We spend so much time here. Our families are very understanding. We get the support of our families, but it's not for everybody. However, for those who think they could volunteer and your passion aligns and your objectives, with our objectives, we align, you could join REAVO, and that's the ones we want to invite. So we have a lot of people who wants to help, but does not have an idea where to help. What avenue to use, no? Ganahan ko mo tabang, but I'm only one person. How can I do it? No, you can come to REAVO and be part of us because you can make a lot of difference. Ikaw, ibig you're just one person. There's always something you bring to the table.
Maayong buntag from Malaysia, si Ian Chris Mejarito. Nananaw na to sa YouTube karon sa Malaysia.
Wow.
That's my husband.
That's your husband. What's he do? Is he on vacation or does he work in Malaysia?
He's working.
So naghisgot ka, Sir Jed, nga volunteerism is not for everyone, right? So who's it for?
It's for those who have the passion, the will to help.
Okay.
Daghang classic volunteerism, but in our line, it's really helping those in need. Helping those who may not be able to help you back, no? Helping just helping another person. That's the concept that we have. So again, there are so many people who try to help in different ways. But if you want to be part of REAVO, this is about helping the community. This is about helping those in need, especially during emergencies.
Right. And even if they can't be with us physically to help during emergencies, they can donate to the group. And this is what we always say, because every time we help somebody and they become part of it, they become part of the help given to that person. So they save somebody as well when we save someone. So you can be a volunteer, you can be a donor as well.
And if they want to be a part of REAVO and just donate or maybe what else can they do aside from donate their time, aside from donate money? What else can they do? What if they have like a facility that you need or something that you need? How does it work? Like and what are your needs? What does REAVO actually really need right now in 2025 in these modern times with these modern crises?
Oh, we need a very we need the headquarters, right? So that's what we need now. We have a lot of assets that we need to put in one place.
Yeah.
We need sort of an office in Cebu City, hopefully, because it's the center. Right now, most of our assets are currently located in Talisay. but most of our members are all over Cebu. So we need an office and a place where we can stay in Cebu City. So if we have anyone out there who has a place,
A vacant
a
lot,
vacant lot that you're willing to
a warehouse maybe.
right,
Yes.
a warehouse.
We've
right?
always dreamt of having a warehouse
Okay.
for our relief op.
You know, I know a lot of people who
Operations.
own warehouses. You, sir, you, ma'am, REAVO needs a warehouse. You can let them put their assets there. That way, you're also safe and sound because I think they've got ambulances and fire trucks and so on and so forth, right? So you're not only lending a hand, you're also making your neighborhood and yourselves safe, right? So,
Right.
but does it have to be in Cebu City? Ideally, right?
Ideally, Cebu
Okay,
City,
okay.
because it's in the middle, right? It's
Okay.
the middle, and we're able to serve Talisay, we're able to serve Mandaue,
Lapu-Lapu.
and Lapu-Lapu. But that's what we need. But going back to what Jen said, thank you very much. You know, even Jiggy, even you and Ralph, allowing us to share what REAVO is about, and hopefully we can inspire more individuals out there to help REAVO. When we get to save someone, you're being part of it already because you helped REAVO in some way. So every life we save is also a life that you've helped and you've saved. So that's what we tell everybody. It doesn't have to be ikagi mo handle sa patient. It doesn't have to be nga naa ka dito. You can support REAVO in so many ways, and we've had so many supporters through the years, and we're very happy because
So many. How do you call this? Curate. How do you what's the term for that? Because you have a need and you need to fill it, and you have different needs. So do you talk to the admin or how does it work, Manjed? Like because you have so many needs that need to be filled, and people don't know how they will fit in the whole equation, right? And so na nako pakibawangan bagay ko diya.
well, one is if you're an individual and you're just willing to offer your time,
Okay.
you can offer your time. That's a big help already for us.
Okay.
If you have resources, I have dump trucks that you can use I have heavy equipment you can use during calamities and all that stuff. You can offer those to us and say, during calamities, you can use it. And it may not be that you have to give us the truck. It's just that we'll allow you to use it. It's just the network, the connection of people that's willing to help. Or, can I help fund you for something, Jed? Is there something you need? And I have a list of stuff that you can help us buy right now that's going to be very helpful in our operation. So any of those would be welcomed sa grupo gyud.
Right.
So from an individual who's just willing to offer his time to someone who's willing to offer resources or to someone who's willing to provide funding for something.
And even simply sharing the community chat that we have on Facebook, that's a huge help. Increase our reach, help more people. Because through the REAVO EOC community chat, they can provide assistance and request for assistance, any kind of assistance, medical, fire, even VECO assistance, right? And all that kind of stuff.
Ayaw lang financial assistance.
Ayaw lang financial.
So kung ganahan ko nga ang REAVO na ako emergency pananglitan, di ba? When is it appropriate to call REAVO? Like, of course, you're stationed in Talisay, di ba? So most of your facilities or your assets are in Talisay. So how does it work? Like, when do I need REAVO and when can you actually act on it? Like, unsa man nga lugar siguro, unsa nga kind of emergency too?
So we work with a lot of partners.
Okay.
And it's not always REAVO ang modaga ninyo. In fact, we have very little coverage kung mora na mo hunahon. But we always have to work together. We work with the government agencies. We're very thankful with our government partners. They're very good to us. Shout out to our government partners from Talisay, Mandaue, Lapu-Lapu, and Cebu City.
Consolacion,
Liluan. They've always been very, very, very active.
So do you
in
have
assisting us.
presence in those towns and municipalities and cities that you mentioned?
No, not necessarily. So if you look at our REAVO Emergency Operations Center, we've conceptualized it about 2 years ago because we wanted to make sure that the public has an access to someone that coordinates the response. And I use the word coordinate because when you reach out to the REAVO Emergency Operations Center, which is monitored 24/7, and here's what happens. So Jiggy, if you're I know you're very famous in Cebu. You know a lot of people in the government, and if you had an emergency in Cebu City, you know who to call. Now you travel to Oslo, and there's an emergency there. Kinsa may mong tawagon dito. And the problem always is, you know what? Cebu mo to ako naibawaan. But there's so many different towns. So we offered one number to call, one contact center to call or chat that would coordinate the nearest capable agency to help you. Now, it's not REAVO anymore, but REAVO will be the one to coordinate the response to you. Also, you're in Oslo.
So what's the number?
And we've got our emergency operations center number. Let me try to get that.
You can share it as well.
Yeah, we can share it as well. But our EOC number is
There's 3.
it's 032-238-9388. And again, I repeat that. That's 032-238-9388 for landline. And for mobile phone, it's 0995-037-6060.
So if you need help anywhere in the island of Cebu,
Anywhere in the island of Cebu.
you'll know who to coordinate. At least the REVO will try to coordinate you with the nearest
Correct.
emergency
Unit.
assistance wherever you are in Cebu.
In Cebu.
Kung naka sa Oslo,
We'll coordinate with the Oslo LGU
mangita tag
or kinsa dito.
motabang dito sa Oslo, right?
Right.
Right. So for example, you're in Talisay. Something happens. You don't know the emergency number of Talisay. You forgot. You just call one number, this number, and we will coordinate with the Talisay LGU. And they're very quick in responding as well. Under ni Sir Alvin Santillana, he's a very good leader. Very quick in responding.
So how many units do you have? Like how many municipalities and towns do we have kaning presence ang REVO in the sense nga maka-coordinate natay mga contacts dito
we have the contact numbers of all the
All.
LGUs
all over the island of Cebu.
Yes.
all over the island of Cebu.
From tip to tip.
tip
Yes.
to tip.
Wow, okay.
And then the BFP, of course, the Bureau of Fire,
PNP.
and PNP as well, and some of the other major emergency response groups in Cebu. We also encourage volunteer groups as well to be to participate, and that's why we have the radio open to the volunteer groups as well, that they could call in via radio. You could reach us by radio. You could reach us through the mobile phone, through the landline phone, and through Facebook now with Emergency Operations Center.
So you're constantly communicating with your units all over the island of Cebu.
We're communicating with the partners.
The partners,
that
yeah.
are
Your
there,
partners,
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Para not like update whatever, right?
Typically during emergencies, and once a year, we have this appreciation night.
Oh, okay.
Where we give an award to the fastest responding team or
Okay.
the most amount of responses. And we just meet everybody and just thank them for all that they do through our Emergency Operations Center.
And speaking of events, I know you have a big event happening really soon, right? And I think this is an event that is important to REVO. Can you tell us what it is?
Yeah, this is the first time we're doing this.
We've been planning this
We've
for a
been
long
planning this for how
time.
long, and so we've evolved, right? Again, you've got to go back to REVO being just 5 of my friends and now 50 professionals, and we've expanded as we've seen that our kids have become very active. Now our youth group is one of the biggest, greatest thing we have in REVO, and I have to thank all the youth leaders that we have as well. This year, Jiggy, on our 12th year, we are going to host the very first REVO Youth Congress. And this will be a yearly activity from here onwards. And it will be hosted by one of the different schools we have that has strong REVO presence in those schools. This year, it will be held at Sacred Heart Ateneo de Cebu. That's going to be the very first of the many REVO Youth Congress. So we are inviting, of course, our partners to visit, all the REVO youth volunteers to really sign up and participate during the events. They will have activities that will help them learn, know each other. There will be some fun activities, some friendly competition, and it's an overnight camping activity as well.
Si Northon Carlos B. Uwano, hi to you guys. Hi to Sir Owan and 383 as well. Daghang salamat sa inyo ang pagsalmot sa atong programa. Kung ako usa ko ka eskwelahan, I'm university, I'm a school, right? Ganahan ko nga REVO would like to maybe perhaps activate in my university. Is that possible?
Yes.
So
very much.
how does it work? For example, I'm University A, and I'd like you guys to come over and get volunteers. How does it work?
They can contact me.
Okay.
They can contact me, contact through our chat channel, or again through the REVO Emergency Operations Center, and just say, how do I get in touch? I want to do this, and that gets passed on to us.
Okay.
And then we will get in touch with them. We'll brief them, and we'll teach them how to do it. We'll have them form the core group, and then eventually have the members recruited.
This is a kind of a school org.
Yes.
Is that a correct
It is a
Yes.
school org.
term? Okay.
So,
Like a club.
not to divulge our age, but remember the song, the children. I believe the children
our future.
are our future, right? And
I'm not familiar with it.
you're not familiar with that.
I started listening to radio just about 10 years ago.
10 years
Okay.
ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is really what it means, and we are creating the passion of volunteerism sa kids palang daan na to, because soon enough these kids will graduate from high school, they become professionals, and they become somebody in the society who will have enough influences and resources to really make a big difference.
So they're a
sa
force.
community. So yes, I think we've got about 6 schools right now. 6 schools that have very strong REAVO
And there
presence
are
in them.
more than 6 schools in Cebu. So if you're a school and you'd like to have a REVO over, just contact these guys. What's the contact details for that particular need?
REAVO Cebu Chapter. Again,
Okay.
you can just chat REAVO Cebu Chapter, or you can immediately send a message to the REAVO Cebu REAVO Emergency Operations Cebu, or even call our emergency hotline just to inform them that, hey, can you please pass this message along?
Okay. I know you guys have something to do and somewhere to be. In fact, we're way past the
That's
10:30.
okay.
Okay.
Before I let you go, Jed and Jen, somebody once said the Filipino is worth dying for. So my question is the Filipino worth volunteering for?
Definitely.
Definitely. And for REAVO Cebu, the Cebuanos are worth
volunteering for. As we say, together we serve.
Together we save.
Wow. Thank you so much, you guys. You have been amazing. The EVP for admin in Cebu, we have Miss Jen. And of course, Sir Jed here, the founder of REAVO Cebu and the president here in the region, in Cebu in particular. Daghang salamat, Jed
Daghang
and
salamat.
Jen. And I'll be talking to the REAVO youth this time, right?
Yes.
They're all coming up. Stay tuned. Get ready. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jig.